And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Philadelphia Phillies going up against the New York Mets. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. And Chris, a guy that's been having a huge impact for this team all year. Juan Soto, always exciting to see him in action. And it seems like he consistently finds a way to impact the game.
Yeah, Boogie, it's offensively at the plate, defensively when he's on the bases. And this guy's just a heads-up player, but he's got so much talent, and he makes the most of that. I believe it starts with his preparation because you never see him give away an at-bat. Well, you know this guy wants to be better than that. I mean, the ERA is bloated. He understands that he's got to put his team in a better position to win ball games. And at this point, you have to forget about your own individual stats, and you have to go out there and attack and try to get that W. And if you do that, you'll look up, and most likely that ERA will have dropped over time.
Vientos whips it to first. One up, one down. And time now for the Phillies lineup. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team. And I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
In the air on the infield, Lindor settles underneath it. Makes the grab for the second out.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop-up and an easy out for the defense.
And another ball. That pitch gets the inside corner. And the count is 2-2. Right-hander kicks, deals.
That's a little bit low. Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Bryce Harper next to bat for Philadelphia. Got him swinging. Down quickly go the Phillies. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. You're dialed into the show. Back here in Queens, and on the hill for the Phillies, Jesus Luzardo. And Chris, he's a guy that gets better when things get tough.
Yeah, his batting average against is actually better when he's in a jam, so we'll see if he continues to dance his way out of danger.
Now it's the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
So easy to look at the big boys in this lineup, but he has been a pleasant surprise all season long.
1-1 now. And a foul ball. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
That was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
And stepping in for New York, Ji-Hwan Bae. And a swing and a miss there. Luzardo, certainly one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and double-digit strikeouts are not out of the norm in his starts. And a pitch. Struck him out looking.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. 3-2. Got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start. Nothing doing for the Mets. Scoreless after 1. And we're back. Now here is Bryce Harper.
Number 3.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
And it is 2-1.
This hitter's looking for a fastball, but I'm not sure he's going to get one. Pitcher doesn't have to challenge him. If he feels better about his off-speed secondary stuff, then stay with it.
That just misses, and the count is 3-1. Matthew Ross umpiring behind home plate for us in this one. He's got a reputation for having a bit of a wide strike zone, Chris.
Yeah, no doubt, Boog. He rewards pitchers when they're working the edges and sometimes a little bit beyond that. So for the hitters, just have to really be aware. Don't miss your pitch when you get it early in the count. Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
And now it's Alec Bohm. Fought off foul. The pitch just misses the mark outside the zone.
It's a good take.
Slice to right, and that's just foul. Harper gets his lead at first with nobody out. Swing and a miss. He swung over top of the curveball.
It can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. Right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. Swing and a miss, and the count 1-2. Left-hand batter waits. Wouldn't chase that time.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
On the ground right side. And it finds its way through for a hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, one out.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Just one of those seeing high base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you enough. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. Puts it in the air out towards left center. He's got it.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gas zone. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
So digging in now for Philadelphia, Adolis Garcia.
In the grand scheme of things, this at-bat might not feel important because it's early, but it could create a domino effect for things to come. Control what you can here and have a strong at-bat.
And the right-hander deals. And that's a little bit high. And it's 2-1.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
The Phils looking to strike first here at the top of the second. Swing and a miss. It's 2-2. On the ground to the left, and it finds its way through for a hit. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead.
Comes through with the RBI. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind him to shoot it through for him. We'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
And the batter now, Pedro Leon. And here it comes. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Alvarez down to first with it. And they get out of the jam. Well done to finish off the strikeout at in the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. And the home team down a run. Back here at Citi Field, here's Juan Soto.
The right fielder, Juan Soto.
I thought this was a fun note on Soto. In 2023, he hit home runs in Mexico, Canada, and the U.S. I don't think it matters where Soto plays. He's going to hit home runs everywhere he goes.
The wind of the pitch. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Hard hit, right side. Stott over to first in time. And quickly one away in the second.
The first baseman,
The batter now, Jorge Polanco. Here's a 1-1. That one missed. Home team down a run. Bottom half of inning number 2. Comebacker to the mound. Gathers and throws to first. And Polanco is out.
Batting fifth, the third baseman.
And now it's Mark Vientos. And a foul ball. Right through there, got him. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Down in order go the Mets. They're down 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the third inning. Here's Trey Turner. And a 1-2. Got it. And one gone. This is Bryson Stott. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. And that one is lifted in the air. They got it for out number 2. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. 2 outs. That's inside, and it's 2-1. The pitch. And that's off the inside edge. And the count is 3-1. Bryce Harper on deck for the Phils. Fastball for a strike.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
2 outs, base is empty. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. But they hold a 1-0 lead. As we go to the last of the third. Here's the center fielder, Luis Robert. And a pitch.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Oh, he gloves it, the throw, and very nicely done for the out.
I wasn't sure if he was going to get to this one or not. He had to go a pretty good way there in the shallow right field. But then after that, it's a tough angle after you square up your shoulders to throw to first base. Not the normal position, but a really good job defensively right there.
Francisco Alvarez will hit next. 1 down, base is empty. Bounce to third. And that one finds its way through. And he can't come up with it. Makes the turn and heads for second. To second, and he's safe.
There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like he did right there.
One down. Now it's Marcus Semien. The next offering misses. Ball 2. Ground ball right side. And Semien is out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
So the batting order turns over. Here's the Mets leadoff man, Francisco Lindor.
It's early, but these at-bats can impact the game just as much as they do later. Here's a chance to set the tone early for your team.
Alvarez on third with 2 out. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Great catch, foul ground up against the wall. Mets lead 1, and it remains 1-0. Back here in Queens as we go to the top of the 4th. Here's Harper now.
Right. Harper.
And a pitch. Swing and a miss and a changeup in the dirt. Gets to it on to first. In time to get him. 1 away and a strikeout.
Up next for Philadelphia.
Here's the third baseman, Alec Bohm.
Love it here at Citi Field. You know, it replaced Old Shea Stadium back in 2009, and Chipper Jones was really sad to see it go. It's actually the 3rd home of the Mets since they started out at the Polo Grounds for 2 seasons before Shea was finished.
And the righty deals.
Oh. 3-1.
Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Now one is inside ball 4. And I mean, oh, so close.
Looked like a questionable call in that spot. He even seemed a little surprised it went his way at the plate. But as a hitter, you'll take that all day.
The pitch. That's ripped, and this one could be extra bases. Home around second, headed for third. And he's got a double.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. I'll tell you, man, it's such a good feeling when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that. I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
So 1 out with 2 aboard. JT Realmuto digs in now. At the belt and fires. And that's in for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
And he deals. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Okay.
And another ball. Fights it off. You'll see another. And he walked him. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
He knew he had a little wiggle room with the open base, but now that disappears. Mistake to this next batter, and this inning might really break open.
So the bases are loaded here. 1 man gone. Adolis Garcia stands in for the Phillies. Just missed.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
On the ground to third, makes a sliding stop. On to second, they get one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
I promise you, there are guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
Pedro Leon stands in for the Phillies. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Laboring here, about to throw his 30th pitch of the inning. And a swing and a miss. Good job at damage control right there. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. And midway in the 4th, it's the Phillies 2 and the Mets nothing. Bottom of the inning, and stepping in for New York, Ji-Hwan Bae.
Ji-Hwan Bae.
Trying to bunt his way on. Bare hand grab, and he beats it. He's safe. Singy, it looked like you might have beat it in real time, but that play was really close, so they want to take another look.
Yeah, this is a tough decision to make, Boog, and it feels like it could go either way, but it might be worth a challenge if there's any doubt at all.
Well, they've decided not to challenge it, and so he is safe at first. Now a chance for Bo Bichette, and fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
The pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
In the dirt, but kept close. Well done behind the dish. The Phillies leading by 2. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Out towards right center field. Leon sizes this one up. He's got it, and there's one down. Soto down.
Right field.
Bae, the base runner at first with 1 out.
Go,
Grounder into the outfield for a knock. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Save.
He's been swinging it really well lately. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Runners on the corners with 1 gone. So up next for New York, Jorge Polanco.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Hit on the ground to the right side. Into left field, base hit.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Two on, 1 out. And next for the Mets, Mark Vientos. 2 on, 1 out. And another ball. In the air, right center. This is managed. Way back and foul. Third home run of the season, and they take the lead. It's 4-2. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. The slight opposite field into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
One down, and now it's Luis Robert. And now the lefty. And there's a rocket into the outfield. And that rolls into the corner. Now he'll turn for second. And that's a two-bagger.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
One out, runner at second. Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. He's trying for third. Strike in there. Throw. Tag. Ow. A bullet from JT Realmuto.
Especially when you're trying to swipe third base, you have to get a decent jump off the pitcher. That wasn't it right there. And even though the throw skips in, they still slap the tag on him in time. Not a great attempt right there.
4 runs already in the frame here in game 1 of 2 in the series. That's to third, and it kicks off the bag. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
The batter, number 10, second baseman, Marcus Semien.
2 outs, runner at first. Marcus Semien up now for the Mets.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out, get as much as you can, give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
Pitch misses, and the count is even 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And there's a ball.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Francisco Lindor waits on deck. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Not what he wanted to do right there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive, puts a runner in the scoring position, and a chance for this offense to add on to their lead.
So the lineup flips over, and now it's Frankie Lindor. 2 on, 2 outs. Right side, hard hit. Takes it himself, and they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. Mets get 3 on this homer. It's now 4-2. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Sean Manaea.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the ball.
Trey Turner at the plate. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. One hit to right. Soto going after it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away.
The batter, second base.
Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies. Base is empty, 1 away. And we're at the top of the 5th. Out to short. Lindor throws to first in time.
Up next for Philadelphia, the designated
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here.
Schwarber.
And another ball. Movement in the bullpen. Nunez preparing to come on if needed. Brazoban also throwing. Left-hand hitter waits. And a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. Phillies down in order. They trail it here 4-2. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the fifth. And stepping in for New York, Ji-Hwan Bae. Ball to strike. The pitch. And that one in the air center field. And a quick out, number one.
The batter, the designated hitter.
Bo Bichette getting ready to hit. Got it by him for the K.
It's almost like he's telling the guys in the bullpen, stand down, I got this.
The right field.
Two outs, base is empty. And now it's Juan Soto. Two outs. And that's in there at the knees. Action in the pen down there. Tanner Banks getting ready to go. Wilson warming up as well. The pitch. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Two down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. And the Mets go down 1-2-3 as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Back here at Citi Field. New inning getting started. And now here is Harper.
Right. Harper.
The other way, and he beats the shift. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on him, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
So up next, Alec Bohm. That one is absolutely belted. Bae reaching back towards the wall. Leaping, and it's gone. It just got out of here. And we have a tie ball game. It's 4-4.
Well, I'm not really sure how he kept that fair. When you're out in front on a breaking ball like that, it's such a good chance that it's going to hook foul, but not this time. He kept the hands moving forward just long enough to sneak it inside that foul pole.
Here's the left fielder, Brandon Marsh. And another ball.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
That one catches the corner for a strike. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And there's ball 4. Go ahead run on base. JT Realmuto now at the plate. One-two now. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Well, he didn't get the call on the mound the pitch before. Felt like he should have had him looking, I think. But, that's good composure right there. He found a way to come back with another good pitch to get him to swing and miss.
And now for the Phillies, Adolis Garcia. And that's outside. Still only one out here in the inning. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
First and second, one out. Pedro Leon stands in for the Phillies. Tied at 4. In the air, right field. And there's 2 away. So the Philly batting order turns over. Here's Turner now. Kicks and fires. That misses the zone. 2-1.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. It's a strikeout.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Well, we go bottom 6, and stepping in for New York, Jorge Polanco. Well, hit the other way. That one going back and foul. And a ball and 2 strikes. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Really tight bite on that slider. Just couldn't get the barrel to it out front. You've got to try to pull those hands tight to the body to get it through. And I'm thinking he probably wanted that pitch to end up even more inside to keep it out of the danger zone. But it had enough late break and deception to get the job done.
And another ball stirring in the Phillies bullpen. Tanner Banks getting loose out there. 1 out, bases empty. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
And just threw that fastball by him, elevated. And if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Jesus Luzardo won't go any further, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break. Here's the new pitcher for the Phillies, Seth Johnson.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Luis Robert now. Here comes a pitch.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
That's off the mark, and now 3-2. Francisco Alvarez in the on-deck circle. Right-handed reliever. In the air, left side. Marsh on the move. Drops into the glove.
Up next on that, the catcher,
Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. Two outs. And now 1 and 2. Ripped on the ground to second. They take the force out. Gets him easily. Ends the inning. Mets strand 1. This game's all tied at 4. And we're back. Now the number 2 hitter, Bryson Stott.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Bounce to the right side. Throws to first in time. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Kyle.
Next is the designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber.
He's a big, strong guy. Can untie this game with one swing.
In the air, out towards right center. Should have this one. That's out number 2. Bryce Harper to the plate. Swings and misses.
1 ball.
1 and 2. All tied up here in the top half of inning number 7. That one misses in the dirt. In the air, left field. On his way over. Makes the grab. Nice play after the long run. And that is that. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here is Marcus Semien. Tied at 4. Little chopper rolls foul. The 1-2.
That's the ball.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Two now. Semien waits. Down to the dirt. Swing and a miss. On to first. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
Back to the top of the Mets order. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. The 1-1 is fouled off.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
That's to third. Can't field it cleanly. He decides to eat it, and he's on at first.
Number 3.
Man at first with 1 gone. So up next for New York, Ji-Hwan Bae. Here's a 1-1. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Makes the grab, 2 down.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Bichette gets a chance to hit.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
With the go-ahead run at first, here at the bottom of the 7th. Ground ball left side. Bohm goes on to first, and Bichette is retired. And that is the third out of the inning. Mets leave one, still all square at 4 apiece. Back here in Queens, at the top of the 8th, and digging in for Philadelphia, Alec Bohm. Tied at 4. Off the mark there. And that's ball 3. Brandon Marsh next to bat for Philadelphia. The lefty fires. Lined into right. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
Good piece of hitting right there. Nice hard line drive to the outfield. You're trying to get on base, represent that go-ahead run. Can't hang your head on that at all.
Edge of the zone for a strike. And a count 1-2.
And this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
JT Realmuto steps in. Smoked on the ground a second. Tosses to first. And the Phillies are set down in order. Phillies go down quietly in the inning. Score remains tied at 4. On to the bottom of the 8th. And now the right fielder, Juan Soto. Kicks and deals. And now 2-1. Swung on, belted. Marsh on the move, racing back. Pulls it in on the warning track.
The first baseman, number 19.
And next for the Mets, Jorge Polanco. Out there to center. He's under it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, the third baseman.
And now it's going to be Mark Vientos. The line to the pitch. Goes down looking. Mets go down quickly. It's the 9th and we are tied. Here at Citi Field, all set to start the 9th in this one. Now it's the right fielder, Adolis Garcia. And another ball. Pedro Leon on deck for the Phils. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. The game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
No outs, runner at first. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Pedro Leon. And the pitch. And that just misses.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
This one belted deep left field, on its way, gone. A gigantic blast. And now they're out in front. It's 6-4. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spit on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Back to the top of the lineup, Trey Turner now. Ball to strike. The shortstop takes the ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
The 2-1. Wouldn't chase that time.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
In for a strike. Now it's 3-2.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Righty to the plate. On the ground to third. Vientos whips it to first. Now 1 gone in the 9th.
The batter is Bob. Second baseman,
Bryson Stott, the next to hit. And a pitch. And it's ball 4. He missed down low.
A great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow he found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Just missed.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Payoff pitch. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. Schwarber out on the play, and there are 2 down.
The first baseman, number 3, Bryce Harper.
Man at first. Here's Bryce Harper. The 2-1. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Stop around second, headed for third. Coming home. He will score, and they lead by 3.
Big at bat to pad their lead up to 3. Nice line drive to the post side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Righty delivers in the air, right field, and that'll fall for a base hit. Around third, he'll score easily, and they lead by 4.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. But the way defenders track down balls these days, I mean, both from the infield and in the outfield, there really aren't a lot of base hits on balls hit like that. But there's always a little room back behind the first and second baseman to drop a lawn dart in there, and he found a way.
So man aboard. Now the left fielder, Brandon Marsh. On the ground right side. Tosses to first. And that's the 3rd out. 4 runs in the inning, and they've jumped in front. Bottom part of the order, 7-8-9. 2 up in inning number 9. It's the Phillies 8 and the Mets 4. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Yohan Duran.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And stepping in for New York, Luis Robert. The pitch. Hit hard, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
And here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
And that one missing low.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
Garcia racing over to make the catch. He's 2 outs away. Marcus Semien up now for the Mets. The Mets down by 4 in the last half of inning number 9. Fastball in for a strike. Going to count 1-2. The pitch. Registers the punch out and hits 101.
I see it more commonly in the sport these days, but man, a triple-digit fastball blown right by someone is still pretty awesome to witness. I mean, you got to be geared up and ready to swing it when a guy like this comes out of the bullpen, because that fastball, it eats, and if you're not ready, you're going to be walking back to the dugout.
This could end it. Lifted to left, and that should do it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Phillies take game 1 of the series on the road.
Nice work out of the bullpen for that first MLB win, Boog. They turned to him when they didn't have the lead. He kept things steady, and he's rewarded with the W.
And our final here today, 8-4 for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi. Deliver power. And the right-hander deals. So now 1-2.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
And the pitch. Outside low, and the count's even at 2. When you look at the elite teams in the game right now, there is going to be the slug, no question about it. But the really good offensive teams combine slug with more contact, with less swing and miss. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy. Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. On the ground to third. Mauricio zips it to first. And the Phillies are set down in order. Phillies go down quietly in the inning. And they're down 2-0. Back here in Queens, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Now it's going to be Mark Vientos. That one off the mark, and a count 2-1. Ground ball to Bohm. Zips it across, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
The catcher, number 13, Luis Torres.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Luis Torres. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. Just missed. One down, base is empty. It's in and out of his glove.
He's good.
Looked like a pretty routine play. Just couldn't get it to stick in the glove as he gets tagged with the error. Should have been 2 outs in the inning, but now they have to work around it and get 2 more.
Luis Robert now. Sliced hard but foul.
Well, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. Kind of shows you a lot about his mental makeup as a pitcher.
And a swing and a miss. And 2 away now.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the blade than it was supposed to.
Here's Francisco Lindor. 2 outs. Fouls one off. 2-2. On the ground, right side. Fires over to Schwarber. Inning over. Mets leave 1. They're up 2-0. Back here at Citi Field, top of the 6th inning. And now Kyle Schwarber. Right-hander kicks, deals. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit. Here's Harper now. Struggling on the road this season. Better results at home. And the count 1-2. The pitch. And another ball.
If you're on the mound right now, you know you have to retire this hitter. If he gets on base, it could open up the floodgates for this offense to score some runs.
2-2 now. And swinging.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Kodai Senga will depart. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. Clay Holmes gets the ball now.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
And now it's Alec Bohm.
Nope, that's the ball.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Right-handed reliever. That one fouled off. 2-2. Kicks and fires. Ground ball right side, could be two. Off balance feet, there's one. And that's quick work out of the pen. One batter, 2 outs. Over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 2, 3, 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Mets 2 and the Phillies nothing. Bottom of the 6th inning. Stepping in, Tyrone Taylor. Next pitch is outside. Some bullpen action for Philadelphia. Orion Kerkering getting ready to go. Alvarado getting cranked up as well. Now a fly ball to right center. On the move to the alley. Makes the grab, 1 away.
Now back, the designated hitter, Bo.
Now at the plate, Bo Bichette. 1 out, bases empty.
On the mound, he had a little trouble back in the first, but it's been a different story the rest of the way. Really settled into this outing nicely.
2 strikes.
This ball's chopped on the ground. Turner on to first, and Bichette is retired.
Now batting, the right fielder, Juan.
And now it's Juan Soto. The 1-1. That one fouled off. The wind to kick the pitch. Foul ball still, 1-2 count. Two down, nobody on. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Righty to the plate. Wouldn't chase that time. Clobber to right field. Roll back. Gone. A massive home run. Home run number 10 of the year. And they add to the lead. It's 3-0.
That pitch down below the zone. It stayed up a little bit. He paid a dear price for it. Just a great swing to the ball, through the ball. A nice round triple.
Base is empty with 2 away. Next to hit, Brett Beatty. The 1-1 is fouled off. The wind to the pitch. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he's in there standing up with a 2-out double.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Man, that feels so good to shoot and actually bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you got extra bases right off the bat. That's the kind of thing hitters dream about when they're falling asleep.
New pitcher on here, Bryce Wilson.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players
Ronnie Mauricio up now for the Mets. That's in there. 2-2.
2-2.
Baden at second with 2 down. And another ball. Mark Vientos waiting to hit for the Mets. Right side, hard hit. He steps on the bag, inning over, and it could have been worse. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo blast. It's now 3-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the top of the 7th. JT Realmuto steps in. That missed by a lot. And it's 2-1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Brooks Raley, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Minter getting loose as well. At the belt and fires.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least 1 run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
And now the count filled up 3-2. Outside, and that is ball 4.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one. Don't want to wake a team up with the free pass.
Brandon Marsh digs in now. The 2-1.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Pitch. Too low, and it's ball 3.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Taylor going back. Got it. Bangs against the wall and holds on.
Well, I didn't think he got it off the bat, but the wind made it a lot more interesting than expected. Nice job with the center fielder. Puts it all the way back to the warning track. Man.
Pedro Leon stands in for the Phillies. Here comes a pitch.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Throw to first, and he's back in safely. Man at first, 1 away. The other way, and it hops over the wall for an automatic double.
Off the bat, I thought they were going to score their first run of the game, and that feels like a tough break, but look at the bright side. Really good contact at the plate, and now they're working with not just 1 but 2 runners in scoring position, so they'd love another base hit right here.
1 down. Dylan Moore will hit next. And another ball. And that one fouled off. And misses. It's a strikeout.
So far, just one of those days for this lineup. You get a couple of runners on, and you're looking at having a big inning, and that strikeout right there just pours water on the fire. Look for the next hitter to step up and try to do something, pick up his teammate and his glove.
So the Philly batting order turns over. Trey Turner with a chance now. And the count 1-2. The tying run at the plate. Slider misses outside. Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
And we're back. And now the first baseman, Mark Vientos. And there's the strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And he deals. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the A's. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Next offering is downstairs. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Wouldn't chase that time. Right through there for a strike.
I got 3-2.
Ground ball left side. Boom. Goes on to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, the left fielder, Luis Robert.
2 outs, base is empty. And now Luis Robert. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the second and final game of the series. The 1-2. That one the other way, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And he's in with a stand-up double.
Just a great approach. Looked like that was exactly what he wanted to do with that pitch. And right off the bat, he knew he was taking that wide turn at first to head for second.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. And it's even up. Struck him out looking. So no runs here and a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. 8th inning coming up. It's the Mets 3 and the Phillies nothing. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Brooks Raley. And digging in for Philadelphia, Bryson Stott. And downstairs.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Now all even up. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Mauricio makes the play, and there's 1 down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Kyle Schwarber.
So digging in now for Philadelphia, Kyle Schwarber. One down, base is empty. In for a strike. And the count 1-2.
2 strikes.
And that's down and away.
2-2 down.
The wind and the pitch. Now it's 3-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
The wind and the pitch. And he walked him.
Inside,
That's a
ball
great
4.
at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
And now here is Harper. The Phils trailing by 3, and we're at the top of the 8th. On the ground at first. Slings to second. Double play. They can't seem to break through. Inning over. Nothing doing for the offense that time. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Mets 3 and the Phillies nothing. Back here in Queens, ready for the bottom of the 8th. And stepping in for New York, Tyrone Taylor. Strike 2. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
The 1-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Fights that one away, still 1-2. The pitch. Now a screamer into the outfield. Moore calls it in, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, the right field.
2 outs, base is empty. And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Juan Soto. 2 outs.
Throwing the ball well, and they need this scoreless inning in relief right here. They're doing a good job keeping him in striking distance.
And a swing and a miss, and that's that. Down in order go the Mets, but they lead at 3-0. Back here at Citi Field, we go to the 9th. Here's the 3rd baseman, Alec Bohm. The 1-1. Foul ball. The pitch. Yes, it misses. It's a strikeout.
Oh, really expanded the zone right there with that fastball off the outside corner of the plate. Got him to chase it. That's a tough one to lay off of because it starts close to you and just continues to run away from you in that batter's box. So it's a really nice pitch with 2 strikes.
And another ball. One down, base is empty. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And the pitch. To third. And he grabs it in foul ground. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out.
Well, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and he strikes out the first 2 hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated, and that this is going to go quickly, but you got to go up there, maybe try to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning.
Just off the inside corner. 3 balls, 2 strikes. One strike away. Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. He puts it away, and that'll do it. The Mets get out of here with a split in this brief 2-game series.
Another solid outing from him out of the bullpen. He's up to double digits now with his 10th save of the season.
A shutout in this one, 3-0 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long. Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the New York Mets taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about set to go. And on the mound today, Aaron Nola. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out.
Here's a Mets lineup now. They do a lot of things well in this offense, Singy. They control the strike zone. They make pitchers work hard for outs. And as a result, one of the better OBP teams in the league.
Well, what I love about it is it's an organizational philosophy. Whether you go to instructional league, whether you go to spring training, you see these guys even during batting practice when it doesn't matter, they're practicing that type of approach, Boog. And when you have that filtering through the organization, even when you call up a player, he steps right in and continues with the pattern that they have established at this level, which ultimately leads to a lot of success.
Tosses to first. Quick start here this evening. 2 out, top of the first.
Well, you rarely ever see 3 curveballs in a row because that's one of those pitches that's most effective when you haven't seen it recently. You might see 3 sliders in a row, but right there, he was feeling that curveball and figured he could finish with that pitch.
2 outs, base is empty. Bo Bichette up to the dish. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Boom. Drifts towards it. Makes the grab. And that is that. End of a half inning of play. No score. Back at Citizens Bank Park. And towing the slab in this one, David Peterson. Singing, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I'd definitely say so. You know, some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environment. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
And another ball. You know, you translate on base percentage, it's basically this. Teams that have a high on base percentage, they don't make outs at a very high rate. As my buddy Joe Sheehan says, OBP is that. That's a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Bay right there to make the grab. And there's one down.
Batting third.
And time now for the Phillies lineup. They're dealing with a sinker specialist on the mound, which can be a big-time challenge when he's right and working mostly from the knees down.
Well, I think the approach you take is really try to lay off of those pitches down in the zone until he gets some called strikes and then forces you to go after that pitch. Until then, make him elevated because guys that throw those sinkers, those two-seamers, really hard for them to be effective up in the zone. Those are pitches you can hammer. But when you get a cookie, you don't want to miss it.
And there's ball 4.
Now, this was a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
And now it's Alec Bohm. Line drive. He's got it. Runner tags at second. And he's up to third safely with 2 gone. And now it is JT Realmuto. On the ground, right side. Play made, that ends the inning. End of 1, and we're still scoreless. Back here in Philadelphia, here's the veteran first baseman, Jorge Polanco. And the pitch. And there's a ball.
2-1.
Hard hit left side. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
That was it. The second baseman,
Brett Beatty will hit next. Next pitch in for a strike, and the count is 2-2. Nola, a guy that really fills up the strike zone, rarely walks people. The downside is the home run ball more likely to play. And that's down, a base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Well, pitchers like this usually work down in the zone a lot, but these days, with all the uppercut swings most hitters are taking to elevate the ball, pitchers almost have to be effective up in the zone with hard stuff. So maybe that's one area he can improve in his game to try to combat that long ball.
Kicks and deals. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. 2 away down.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly, he had him fooled.
Ronnie Mauricio now. Next pitch is downstairs. As a hitter, does knowing that this guy's going to be in the zone, does that make you more aggressive?
Kind of, but you still have to stay on that backside. You've got to make sure you get pitch recognition and let your hands work.
And a swing and a miss, and that is that. Mets strand 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the second. Now it's the right fielder, Adolis Garcia. The lefty fires. Swings and misses. And the count 1-2. Hit hard, that gets through. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
He was all over that one. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. That one way outside. 2-1. Here comes a pitch.
3-1.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
And the pitch. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Garcia on at first. Nobody out. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
And here is Sosa to the plate. And he deals. Right side. Robert moves under it. Out. number 2. Rafael Marchand stands in for the Phillies. To the right side. In plenty of time to first, and that is the inning. Phillies strand 1. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Top half of the 3rd inning. Now it's Marcus Semien. Right-hander kicks, deals. Swing and a foul straight back. The line to kick the pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And now it's Luis Robert.
Nola's a guy that can rack up a lot of strikeouts throughout the year, Boo. He's got multiple seasons with 200+ Ks and a pitch arsenal that leaves most hitters frustrated as they walk back to the dugout.
Stop over to first in time. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the 3rd. Now Ji-Hwan Bae. Two down, nobody on. Right side. Has some trouble with it. See! Fantastic effort, but that extends the inning.
No problem beating out the infield hit right there. Good hustle getting down the line. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
So man aboard. Tyrone Taylor getting ready to. Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike.
1 ball.
Safe at second, and that was not close.
Well, it really doesn't matter what the situation is. When a guy like this gets on first, you know he's going to steal second at some point during the at-bat. Nice job to get in the scoring position. The defense probably knew it was coming, but they just couldn't do anything to stop it.
Here's a 1-2. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. The runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. We're tied 0-0. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. This is Bryson Stott.
The shortstop. Right there.
1-1. Bounce to the right side. Baden. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd.
Now batting, left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
So digging in, Kyle Schwarber. 1-1 now. And that one fouled off. The wind and the pitch. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And another ball. Still tied at 0. Last of the 3rd. 3-2 now.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
One down, base is empty. On the ground, right side. Baden. Over to first. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd.
Late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front. Rolled over on it. Exactly what it was supposed to do.
Here's Bryce Harper. 2 outs. That one just misses. Yeah, that's ball 2.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
Got it. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Down quickly go the Phillies. And we are still scoreless. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Bo Bichette. Now that's smacked to right center. He's got Polanco. One down, base is empty. Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touch down for a hit. Around first, heading for two. And that's a two-bagger.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch to the plate lately. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great. Now let's see if they can put up the first run of the game.
So up next for New York, Brett Beatty. On the strike, the pitch. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two. This one in the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Man at second. In the dirt. And that's ball three. Good job to fight that one off. Left-hand batter waits. Gets under it and pops it up. Stock settles under this one. He makes the grab, and there's two down.
Now back. The catcher,
Francisco Alvarez now at the plate. That one down the line. Boom. Goes on to first, and that is the inning. Mets leave one, and we're still knotted at 0. Bottom of the fourth. Now the third baseman, Alec Bohm.
And third baseman,
The pitch. Foul ball there.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2.
Well, they gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Off the mark there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Battling here as he fouls it away. That's a hit. He forced a lot of pitches to be thrown and ends up collecting a hit.
up next for Philadelphia.
And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. Next offering is outside. At the belt and fires.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Bert.
And now the lefty got him to chase one above the zone there.
I think he was a little excited there, saw the fastball, but needed a step ladder to get to that one. He's going to have to tighten it back up. He wants to have a good at bat.
Hit on the ground, might be 2. There's 1. Relay to first, double play.
Huge sigh of relief right there. Big time pitching to induce the double play. Erase what could have been the go-ahead run.
And now for the Phillies, Adolis Garcia. 2 outs, base is empty. The pitch. Bounced out to short. Simeon toss over to first. And Garcia is out. 3rd out through 4. Still tied. Zip, zip. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. We go to the top of the fifth, and stepping in for New York, Ronnie Mauricio. Ripped, but it curls foul. The wind to the pitch. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And here it comes. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss. Third foul ball in a row.
The wind of the pitch. And that just misses.
It's a good take.
And the righty deals. That one in the dirt, and the count is filled up. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Typically, that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Here is Marcus Semien. Next offering is fouled back. That one first, and foul ball. Smoked on the ground a second. Sends it to first. And the first two set down in the top of the fifth.
Oh, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Luis Robert now. Ground ball to the right side. Now the throw to first on the run. They'll get the out, and that will do it. Mets go down quickly. Still no score. We head to the bottom of the fifth, and digging in for Philadelphia, Brandon Marsh. Swing and a miss. 1-2. And another ball. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Up next for Philadelphia.
So digging in now for Philadelphia, Edmundo Sosa. Ripped on a line. He's got it. There's two away. Here's the Phillies catcher, Rafael Marchand. On the ground, Baden gets it to first, and the Phillies are set down in order. Phillies go down quietly in the inning. Sixth inning coming up. Still nothing on the scoreboard. And we're back. And here is Ji-Hwan Bae. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Oh, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths. It's not just the pitcher. It's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
Now back, the designated hitter, Bo Bichette.
Now it's the DH, Bo Bichette. with the go-ahead run at first here in game 1 of 2 in the series.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And a pitch. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Swings and misses, struck him out, and the runner holds.
You hear people talk about letting the ball travel so often in terms of a hitting approach, and that's a great example why right there. If he's willing to let that curveball get a little deeper into the zone before he commits, he's way more likely to recognize that it's making a beeline for the dirt. On the other side, still a nice 2-strike pitch, though.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Jorge Polanco. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. And we still have no score. Bottom of the 6th. And the batter will be the shortstop, Bryson Stott. Line drive. And out number 1 on the grab.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting the line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Stepping in, the long ball threat, Kyle Schwarber. And now 2 balls and a strike. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. And a ground ball to first. Polanco takes it to the bag. 2 up, 2 down.
Deceptive slider right there, staying the whole time. Got that hitter out front, rolled over it, put it on the ground.
Harper.
Bryce Harper to the plate. Next offering in there for a strike. And that is strike 2. Up the middle. Simeon toss over to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the second baseman, Brett Beatty. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, just about to hit that century mark, 100 pitches in this game.
Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. And a pitch. And that's down and away. Swing and blast one down the line. It's gone if it's fair, but it hooks back.
Well, that ball was hit pretty hard and sure had home run distance, but if you're the pitcher out there on the mound, you execute it. Just a long strike, you go after him and finish him off.
This to third, and that one handled. Gathers and throws to first. 1 up, 1 down. Now the catcher up to hit, Francisco Alvarez. And a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. In time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike.
Now back.
Ronnie Mauricio up now for the Mets. Mauricio having a lot more success on the road this season. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. A little bit high. And the count 2-1. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Marsh on the move. Makes the catch, inning over. Back at Citizens Bank Park, bottom of the 7th. Here's the third baseman, Alec Bohm. Ground ball up the middle. Throws to first in time, and one away in the bottom of the 7th.
I love how guys at this level are able to slow the game down, whether it's in the batter's box or on defense. And right there, that was a good job of knowing just how much time he had. We talk about that internal clock. He was able to gather himself, get a good grip, and make an accurate throw across the diamond.
JT Realmuto steps in. Wouldn't chase that time. One out, base is empty. On a line out towards center. Taylor hauls it in, 2 away.
Great swing of the bat right there. Trying to get on as that go-ahead run. He just wasn't able to find a hole.
Adolis Garcia stands in for the Phillies. 2 down, nobody on. And another ball. Fly ball to right. Under this one. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Orion Kirkwood.
Big swing and miss stuff right here, Boog. Averaging more than 1 strikeout per inning this season. So far, he's been pretty electric.
Laser, base hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
One of the hardest things to do in the game, to stay mentally and physically ready for the big opportunity, and he came through for his club right there.
So now a pinch hitter, Juan Soto.
And this is a big at-bat coming, Boog. Definitely a little added pressure on him here.
Well struck, deep right field, way back, and out of here. That was blasted to the moon. His 11th of the year, and they grab the lead in the 8th. It's 2-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back.
It wasn't in the air for very long, so let's get a better view of it with StatCast singing.
Well, it can't stay in the air for long when it's going 117 miles per hour. It's got to get to its destination. And that was a no-doubter to everyone in the ballpark. Watching it sail out of here was just beautiful, something to behold. But all you really needed was the sound off the bat. Did you hear that, Boog? That thing was going to go a long ways.
1 ball. 2 strikes.
Here's a 1-2. And they'll do it again.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Garcia makes the grab, 1 down.
Now batting, the center fielder,
Tyrone Taylor up now for the Mets. Pulls that one foul. 2 runs across in the inning, and we're in the top of the 8th. And another ball. Two down. Line to left. And that's just foul. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. That one misses. And now it's 3-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Three-two. In the air, right side. And it drops in. He saw a lot of pitches in that at-bat. Found a way to win the battle.
Well, when you see that many pitches in an at-bat, your chances of succeeding go up. And right there, we see the result.
Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. Swing and a line drive slicing into right field. That's out number 2.
Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up he'll find a hole.
Man at first, Jorge Polanco up now for the Mets. Hit in the air, left field. Schwarber settles under it. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Mets add 2 runs on this blast. It's now a 2-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Now into the ball game on defense, Francisco Lindor. He's in at shortstop. Also entering the game, Juan Soto. He takes over in right. Brandon Marsh digs in now.
Number 33, A.J. Minter.
The pitch. In there. And so now 1-2.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
Next offering is down low. Stirring in the bullpen for the Mets, Kevin Williams, the anchor of the staff, is getting ready to close this one out. Holmes warming up as well. Kicks and fires. That one missed.
Careful.
Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. One down.
The bat, the second baseman.
So up next, Edmundo Sosa. Here's a 1-1. That's inside. He caught it behind his back. Fires to first, and they get the out.
Up next for Philadelphia, the catcher, Rafael.
Here's the catcher, Rafael Marchand. 2 outs. And another ball.
2-1.
Good eye right there. Bryson Stott on deck for the Phils. And the pitch. And he walked him.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is if you are the offensive side of it.
Just off the inside edge. With the tying run at the plate, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss as he was late.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Hits and misses. It's a strikeout. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. Through 8 full, it's the Mets 2 and the Phillies nothing. We're back. It's the top of the ninth. And there's a new pitcher on the mound, Jose Alvarado.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
That flips a corner. He goes down looking.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Bases empty, one away here at the top of the ninth. And that one hit 97 on the gun. Fouls one off. 2-2. One down, base is empty. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. 2 quick outs here in the top of the ninth. Running out of chances to pad the lead. 2 outs, base is empty. And next for the Mets, Ronnie Mauricio. That's towards center. Marsh brings it in with a nice running grab. Nothing doing here this half. 2-3-4 set to hit in the bottom of the ninth. It's the Mets 2 and the Phillies nothing. Out and on the mound, the closer, Devin Williams.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
And that one is inside.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
Fly ball down the line. This has got a chance, and it is foul. And down on strikes, and that's the first out.
Now back.
He's 2 outs away. Here's Harper now. Right-handed reliever. That one fouled off. 2-2.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tie them up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
On the line, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride low, out of the way early. Stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Now it's the cleanup hitter for the Phillies, Alec Bohm. That one almost got him. Wouldn't chase that time. High fly ball, right field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down.
The batter, number 10, designated hitter, JT.
So it's their last chance in this one. JT Realmuto will hit next. 2-run game with 2 away here in the bottom of the ninth. They're down to their final strike.
1 ball. 2 strikes.
This could end it. And that's downstairs and outside. That one just misses.
Big pitch coming right here. Last thing he wants to do is put the tying run on base, but he can't groove on either.
Ground ball, and this should do it. That's the ball game.
Sometimes you can flip a coin with these short 2-game series, but they came out, they got the first game, and that's all you want to do. You know you're guaranteed a split at this point, but now you got to turn the page and get ready for the next game. Perhaps you get a 2-game sweep.
2-0 your final here in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shelby. Thanks for joining us. Here in Philadelphia, Citizens Bank Park, the Show has an NL East matchup. It's the New York Mets taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go now. Today's starting pitcher, Jonathan Bolin. But Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Here's Francisco Lindor. And another ball. In the air, left field. And it falls. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Batting second.
Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Ji-Hwan Bae. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. Makes a nice grab and a full sprint. One down. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. Someone who makes things happen for them, in part with his legs, Tyrone Taylor.
Well, Boog, you know I love guys that can run, and this guy has great speed. We'll see in this game if he gets a chance to use it. And if he does, I think even you are going to be really impressed because he can really impact the game with his wheels, and you like guys that can score. He's definitely able to do that.
Now move to first. Tag him and got him. Lindor picked off.
Unless you're really thinking about stealing second base, you should not get picked off by a right-handed pitcher right there.
The 2-1. Bounced up the middle. Stop. Whips it to first. And Bichetta's retired. And that will end the inning. It's the Mets 0, Phillies coming to bat. Back after this on the Show. Back here in Philadelphia. And on the mound in this one, Tyler McGill. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, you know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one. He went up there and got it. With 2 strikes, I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where you could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there, coming back and that at bat.
This is Bryson Stott. Kicks and deals. In the air out to center. As this one sized up. And there's one down.
Batting third.
All right, let's take a look at the lineup. One of the more high-powered lineups in the game right now. It's built to do damage, and they got some hitters that can punish the baseball, Chris.
It's so fun to watch these players take their at-bats. I mean, they're so disciplined. Don't give not just at-bats away, but really pitches away. Very aggressive, competitive in the zone. And
Turner runs. That to right. Soto going after it. Squeezes it. Throw over to first.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
And now here is Harper.
Ball
1-1
inside.
missing inside. So now 2-1 to Harper. Late with the swing there. Turner leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Turner runs in the air to left center. Settles under. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. 1 left for Philadelphia. Scoreless after 1. Top of the second, and now the right fielder, Juan Soto.
Soto's batting stance oozes with personality. It's one of the most recognizable in the game, Boo.
Two. Ed Drummond, our umpire behind the plate in this one.
Yeah, Boog, he's a really fair umpire, both the pitchers and the hitters. So standard strike zone, he's consistent with it. And the great thing is you don't see players question the calls too much. So that's a good thing in this day and age.
Cracks his bat and pops him up. Turner should have it. Makes the catch, and there's 1 gone. How much were you aware of the umpire's scouting report, or even who was going to be umpiring?
Not a whole lot. I mean, there were a couple of umpires that weren't real good, but outside of that, you just kind of went into the game, especially back when I was playing.
1 down, base is empty. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 umpires, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great. Well, he throws him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter and somehow just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called 3rd strike.
Next offering is in for a strike. No score here in the second. This one in the air, right field. Garcia flashes the leather on the running catch. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here in Philadelphia, and now it's Alec Bohm.
The 3rd baseman.
That one finds the zone, and the count is 1-2. Just missed.
It's a good take.
Not even close there. 3-2 now. Here comes a pitch. And a base hit up the middle. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
He was over that one. Ripping one into the gap, blasting one over the wall. There aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field, so that definitely felt good.
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. And another ball. The pitch. Now a fly ball to right center. He's got it, and there's one down. And now it is JT Realmuto. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. Right-hander kick steals. Off the mark there. 3 balls and a strike.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
And a swing and a miss. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely. And I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
Boom. At first, 1 gone. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. At the belt and fires. Swing and a pop-up. Lindor makes the catch. And there are 2 down.
Batting in, the right field, Garcia.
So digging in, Adolis Garcia. Two outs.
Ball in.
Fought off foul. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Bottom half of inning number 2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Phillies strand 1. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Back at Citizens Bank Park, and here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez.
Francisco Alvarez.
Just missed.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
Outside low. 3-2 now. A punch out there, and 1 out now.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
Ronnie Mauricio now. 1 down, base is empty. That one ripped. And foul ball.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
That one missing inside. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 2 gone.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Here's a speed threat, Tyrone Taylor. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Top of the third, no score. Got him looking. And the Mets go 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Mets. And we are still scoreless. Back here, Citizens Bank Park, as we go to the last of the third. And now for the Phillies, Pedro Leon. And the righty deals. And another ball. And a swing and a miss there. Next pitch is downstairs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And the pitch. Got him swinging.
Oh, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths. It's not just the pitcher. It's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders, have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
And that one is lifted in the air. Soto settles under it and makes the catch. And there's 2 away.
Now that second baseman, Bryson.
So up next, Bryson Stott. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Two down, nobody on.
This guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
And down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Down quickly go the Phillies. And we're still knotted at 0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Start of the 4th. Here's the Mets leadoff man, Francisco Lindor. The wind of the pitch. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. And the right-hander deals. High fly ball down the left field line. Dealing for the wall. The catch and foul ground.
Man, Boog, I love watching an outfielder take on the wall and make that play, and it's a lot easier to watch from up here because that can be painful in the end. You know the wall's coming up on you quickly, so you have to maintain concentration and able to make that catch and hold on to it after contact.
And a foul ball, third base side. One down, base is empty. Way inside. In the air, left side. March under it. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's 2 down.
The batter, the designated hitter.
Will Bichette up to the dish. Close, but called a ball. And now 3 balls and a strike. 4th inning underway, no score. And he walked him.
Take your base.
Trying to work his way back into the count right there, but so much for that. Pretty good pitch, but just doesn't get the call on 3.
Go-ahead run on base. Here's Juan Soto. Here's a 1-1. He delivers outside. Swing and a miss.
Well, that's today's style of baseball right there, right? Big-time velo on the bump and big-time pop at the plate.
And a pitch. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Chases the changeup in the dirt. In time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left. We're midway in the 4th. Back here in Philadelphia, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Kyle Schwarber. Schwarber swings and hammers one to right. And he bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. Soto gets it back in quickly. They hold the runner at second, so another base hit could get us our first run in this one.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Here's Bryce Harper. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Righty to the plate. Race down the line, and now maybe extra bases. Here comes Schwarber around third. He will score, and they take the lead. 1-0.
Seeing some good swings from him right now with consecutive extra base hits. Nice line drive to the pull side, hit it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and whipped it into the outfield.
Stepping in, Alec Bohm. And another ball.
Well, these Phillies showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Here's the throw to the plate. Tag, in time, he scores. And they lead by 2.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Here's the left fielder, Brandon Marsh. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 2. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Sean Manaea up and loosening in the pen. Holmes, the right-hander, also getting loose. And he chases that one. And that's the first out.
Well, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended stop, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. Right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
And up to the plate is JT Realmuto.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Still only 1 out here in the inning. And he deals. That smash towards center. He dives, but he can't make the catch. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
And digging in for Philadelphia, Adolis Garcia. And a pitch. Line drive, base hit. Here comes Bohm around third. He's safe.
Picks himself up at RBI. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the ball straight to it. That's great work right there.
Sean Manaea on a pitch here.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Digging in, Pedro Leon. And a pitch. Line drive to short and caught.
He put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives don't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
So the Philly batting order turns over. Here's Trey Turner. Second and third, 2 down. Base knock right field. 1 run is in. Rounds third, headed for the plate. But now he hits the brakes and hustles back to third.
Comes through with the RBI. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Bryson Stott getting ready to hit. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. And he hits a ground ball right side. Beatty to first. Ends the inning after they racked up a bunch of runs. So 9 batters come to the plate. 4 of them score. We played 4. It's the Phillies 4 and the Mets nothing. And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. The batter now, Jorge Polanco. The 1-1 is fouled off. And here it comes. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Now 1 away. So digging in, Brett Beatty. That one to first. And that's just foul. In the air, left field. Marsh pulls it in on the run.
Now catcher, Francisco Alvarez.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. And a swing and a miss.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the second and final game of the series. Bounce to the right. Throws to first. And that is that. Down in order go the Mets. They trail it here 4-0. Back here in Philadelphia, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. The 1-1. That one is absolutely belted. Taylor going back.
Now batting, first baseman,
Bryce Harper to the plate.
Harper.
Booga never got to play at Citizens Bank Park in my career, just the old Veterans Stadium in Philadelphia, but the crowds here are just as energetic now as they were at that old park. And trust me, as an outfielder visiting town, you're going to hear it from the fans out there in the bleachers.
One down, base is empty.
Outside, that's a ball.
Got him looking for the strikeout. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees.
Up next for Philadelphia.
Now the third baseman, Alec Bohm. Two outs. And a foul ball. The wind of the pitch. Right through there, got him. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Down quickly go the Phillies, but they lead it 4-0. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6, and now it's switch hitting third baseman Ronnie Mauricio. Next offering is in for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Almost got him.
2 strikes.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch, top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Right-hander kick steals. This one smacked out to left center. Marsh makes the play. 2 down.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Francisco Lindor to the plate now. Fans love him, but he's pretty popular with the players too.
He certainly is, Boog. A player survey on MLB.com listed him as one of the friendliest infielders to chat with during a game. I'm sure he appreciates the recognition from his peers. He's mixing his pitches really well late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. Let's see if he can elevate.
That's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Phillies 4 and the Mets nothing. Back at Citizens Bank Park. Now here is Brandon Marsh. And another ball. Next offering is in for a strike.
2-2 count.
Left-hand hitter waits. Battling here as he fouls it away. Goes down looking. JT Realmuto steps in.
JT Realmuto.
Base hit. So a man aboard now and 1 away. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Adolis Garcia. Snap throw to first. Realmuto back in standing. On the ground to short, could be 2. Flips for 1. On to first, double play. And that's the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We're through 6 full. It's the Phillies 4 and the Mets nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the top of the 7th, and now G1 Bay. And that one pulled foul.
Seems like the hitters are struggling with their timing today. Kind of caught in between that sharp fastball and the nasty slider. I'd like to see him settle on a consistent pitch.
This looks like extra bases. Around first, digging for 2. Now a relay to second. The tag out.
Gotta love the hustle and the attitude there to try to stretch that single into a double, but unfortunately thrown out at second base. It was so close to being in scoring position.
So now the DH spot, Bo Bichette.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
On the ground, right side, and he handles it himself for the out.
Now batting, right fielder, Juan Soto.
Juan Soto now. Inside, just missed. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swing and a ground ball out to short. In there safely.
It's a good hustle. And when talking about an emerging leader on a team, those are the things that are going to be necessary for him to do to set that example, you know, game in, game out.
So 2 down. Next is switch hitting first baseman Jorge Polanco. On the ground to third. Boom. Goes out to first. And Polanco is out. And that is that. Mets strand 1. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Back here, Citizens Bank Park, set for the last half of the 7th. And now for the Phillies, Pedro Leon. The lefty fires. There's a strike. Activity in the bullpen. Luke Weaver getting ready to go. Nunez also getting ready. And a swing and a miss, and one gone. So the batting order turns over. Trey Turner at the plate. The 1-1. Turner pops it up. Baden snags it for the second out.
The batter, number 5, second baseman, Bryson.
2 outs, base is empty. And digging in for Philadelphia, Bryson Stott. Into center. Taylor ranging after it. Nabs it, and that is that. Now bullpen for the Phillies, Tim Mesa.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
And that one is lifted in the air. Leon under it. Balls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, catcher.
So up next for New York, Francisco Alvarez. Late that time, it's strike 2. 1 out, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 away. And stepping in for New York, Ronnie Mauricio. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. The pitch. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Kicks and fires. And another ball.
2 balls.
The Phillies leading by 4, and we're in the top of the 8th. Up the middle, stop. On to first, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. So they go quietly there. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Phillies 4 and the Mets nothing. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Luke Weaver.
Well, you see the ERA very solid, and that doesn't always tell you the whole story, but he's been really good so far this year.
Kyle Schwarber stands in for the Phillies. Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one missed. And that's off the inside edge. And a full count now. Payoff pitch. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. The kick, the 3-2. High in the air, out to right. Sizing this one up. Puts it away for the out.
The first baseman, number 3.
Here's Harper now. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That's hard hit on the line. Taylor calls it in, and there's 2 away.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it. But sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those blue hits to get a knock sometimes.
2 outs, base is empty. Alec Bohm now at the plate. And there's a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Alvarez makes the grab, and that's the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They lead 4-0. New inning getting started, and stepping in for New York, Tyrone Taylor. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Yohan Duran. He's pitching on 2 days rest. The wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss. So the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that's downstairs and outside. Registers the punch out and hits 101.
I see it more commonly in the sport these days, but man, a triple-digit fastball blown right by someone is still pretty awesome to witness. I mean, you got to be geared up and ready to swing it when a guy like this comes out of the bullpen, because that fastball, it eats, and if you're not ready, you're going to be walking back to the dugout. Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Absolutely hammered that baseball very loud coming off the bat. 107 was the exit velocity, and at that speed, it's going to be a great result more often than not.
Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. And they'll have runners at the corners after a one-out single.
Two consecutive base hits for this team. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
One away, runners at first and third. So now here's the Mets DH. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
Man, what a luxury as a pitcher to be able to hold a triple-digit fastball in your back pocket, not show it at all during an at-bat. Hitter's got no chance when you break it out. And he just reaches back and just absolutely blows smoke by the opponent. He's got to feel good out there on the mound, and you're probably baffled at the plate.
One ball.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction.
And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Well, you win this one 4-0, and it feels like you could have exploded for more offensively, but you also realize that at times it was hard to score. So you get out of here feeling good about this win. Ultimately, there was great pitching and defense to keep that other team off the board. You always feel good about a win like this.
A 4-0 shutout in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long